Hello. For people on YouTube and such, this is going to be very confusing because you are starting halfway into a drawing, but I started this off stream, kept recording, and am I doing buckshot for some reason? God damn it, YouTube. All right, there we go. Anyway, continuing on. I'm going to finish this drawing, and then I'm going to get back into Joebart stuff. I just hated the drawing I did yesterday. I'll be real with you guys. I think that it was one of the worst things that I've ever done. That's a little hyperbolic, but it was bad. And it's just like, do I really want to post that? And I'm like, man, no. Especially because I did this sketch of this shell here, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll just trace over the sketch I did, you know, boop, and then go from there. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna try and finish this one relatively quickly, so that way we can just like move on and do Joebart. We probably will do a power cycle for it for the sake of YouTube, and also for the sake of this recording, because I started recording this with OBS before I was live, because I wanted to listen to Art of War talk about the new Warhammer Orc detachment, which is banger, and it needs a slight rules adjustment on one thing, but otherwise is amazing. And the rule adjustment is to make it less good, because there's a keyword issue that they didn't. Blue shell again? Yeah, I didn't like the other drawing I did. This drawing is better. So we're gonna make the blue shell better, and then we'll move on. I'm sorry. I want to say I'm a perfectionist. I just don't like bad things. And I feel like that was bad. I would love to play PvP buckshot, but I need to find some people who would be willing to do it with me. And I don't know who to get for that. I keep getting dinged for all sorts of copyrights on YouTube from the music and such, and that is a problem that I would like to see fixed. Yeah, all those people have done it. I would very much like to be included. We should have an ad playing right now. I apologize for that. We're just going to be doing a little sketching, and I'm not going to talk. And actually, with the way that Twitch is, you could probably just watch the preview. So that's kind of neat. I suppose I didn't need to, like, erase out this one. But, I mean, I'm already here, and I might as well. And if I put it under, then maybe that's better? I don't know. But, yeah. I should talk about the orc thing in a minute, once, like, y'all are back. Because I'm hype. Like, the chaos one was good, but the orc one's even better. Okay, so there's a blue shell, and then I need to get, like, the kind of... And I think it's, like, kind of more brownish. Like, I might want to go a little bit off model on some of this, because, like, I feel like it needs a little bit of something. Let's do that red layer that I did last time. Yeah, that helps so much. I did red instead of, so it acted like an eraser there for a second. Not there, you idiot. Wrong layer. Not doing that again. I should ask them. Boop, 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 boop. I think Fred would be down. I don't know if Mike would be down. I don't know as if that's the kind of Mike, like, is Mike into that game? Buckshot? It seems like a Fred game. Fred likes very cerebral games with like finicky bullshit mechanics. And I say that as someone who also enjoys exactly the same thing. Mike likes Buckshot when he wins. Okay, is he good at it? But dude, I gotta tell you about the orc detachment because it's fucking good. So I need to explain like what the theming is, because it was sort of kind of leaked by Art of War yesterday. So what they do with a lot of like content creators, you know, GW will send them the information of the rules early so that way they can start theory crafting and planning and, you know, maybe get a video together where they don't like make it shit. Like they get the information right and then that way they can hype it, right? But so they pre-recorded their video and then they scheduled it. I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten the train of thought that I was on. So yeah, anyway, oh, that was it. Yeah, so they saw that the detachment was gonna happen, and they, you know, they put out a YouTube premiere for it, but like they put the name of the detachment in the title of the video. So it was like, oh, it's the tactical brigade, you know? And it's like, oh, so it's gonna be some like blood axe shit. And it is indeed some blood axe shit. Now, who are the blood axes for people who aren't into orcs? Because I know everyone was really hyped to hear about like pirate orcs, but let me tell you about blood axes. And just off the cuff, every single fucking orc detach or orc clan is awesome and hilarious. So like, don't be too disappointed. Blood axes, there is support for the pirate orcs, but it's not the pirate orc detachment. So here's the deal. When orcs are young, right, like little baby, like teenager equivalent orcs, they're kind of cringe as far as orc culture is concerned, right? They don't do things right, man. Like they're being weird and rebellious and not listening to their elders and not doing things the proper like orky way. And just everyone's just kind of like, it's fine as long as they grow out of it. But they don't. You know, some of them don't, and they grow up to be blood axes. And so these cringe orcs do cringe shit like tactics. Not like advanced tactics, but tactics, you know, like maybe when we're sneaking up on guys, wait to start screaming until after you've slit someone's throat. Like after you stab someone, then start screaming. It's like, oh. So they got some thinking about them, you know? They're the more cunning orcs. So they like to LARP as Imperial Guard. Basically, they like to like wear like officer outfits and like show rank and you know, shout orders and that kind of thing, right? So it's a really fucking solid detachment. I cannot undersell how good this detachment is. It makes Storm Boys, who are jump pack infantry, makes them battle line, which is, I don't think that you're really going to be taking that many units, and if you do, I think you're taking them as like 5-mans. I don't think you probably take more than 1 10-man brick of Storm Boys. jump pack guys. They're like good, but they're not like good enough to like really put that many points into, but they're cheap. And so like if you want to just throw some like cheap ass orcs at something, especially because they have advantage charge all game, that's great. The detachment rule is that you can give your orcs orders in a way very similar to the way that Imperial Guard does. You tell them to do a thing and then they get better at doing that one thing this turn. So you can tell them to get better at shooting, you can get better at rolling for charges, you tell them to like really get stuck in there and hit them hard, that kind of shit. Good morning. But unlike Imperial Guard, you can also order more orders than you really should. And that sometimes causes confusion for the orcs. And if that happens, you need to punch them into line and kill a couple, so that way they follow your orders proper like. So you can order 2, but if you fail a leadership check, then you have to kill a few orcs. This is acceptable, as orcs are cheap, and who gives a shit if they live or die. The detachment just has only bangers. The main thing that they need to do in order to fix them right now is that there's a upgrade you can give a war boss that allows you to put them with commandos, which can forward deploy. So you can have like commandos sneaking up the board early game, and you can have a war boss with them, which you normally can't do. The thing they need to fix is that they accidentally forgot that war boss is not just a keyword for like the war boss on foot and the mega war boss, but it's also a keyword for like the beast boss on Squigosaur. So like you've got some commando orcs, right? They've got night vision goggles and they're like going whoosh to each other and stuff real loud because they're still idiots. And then like fucking Jim is here with his dinosaur sneaking around in the bushes with them. And he's just like riding a T-Rex being like, let's go. They don't even suspect a thing, boys. And it's like, that is the dumbest shit. I fucking love it. So there's that. I don't know if I really should make them like highlighted here or something. Also, why are my lines so fuck? Invisisaurus Rex. Turn 1 charge with a dinosaur just coming out of the bushes, just screaming like a mad lad. They didn't mean to do that, and they will. How many pots did you down before I had, I made half a pot of coffee to prevent myself from doing the same thing I did yesterday. And so I didn't have that much. I've had like 2 cups, but the cup is smaller. So it's equivalent to yesterday's like 1 cup. So I've had half as much as I did yesterday, which is not a full half pot, but pretty fucking close. Yes, I know that's like way too much or whatever, but like, listen, I was having a bad night last night, so I kind of am hungover now, which is not the best, and I know, but listen, we make it through these years as we do. I have no excuse for myself. Is this the white layer? That is the white layer. I thought so, but I didn't want to like fuck it up. Log. Why is that a slur? Where is that a slur? And to whom? I'll allow it. If Red develops GERD, he's fucked. What is GERD? Am I gonna get like fucking D's nuts? Midnight Fox, how you doing? I know it does. I was just fucking going on about it. Like, it's really good, dude. I mean, I have like minor acid reflux. If I go to bed after I've had chocolate or something like that, then I get heartburn. My doctor tried and prescribed me something for it, and I was like, hey, actually, instead of like taking medication for eating chocolate in your bedtime, I'm just gonna stop doing that. And she was like, what? No, take the medicine. And I'm like, no, I can just not be like that and then be fine. And she's like, oh. So I didn't pick up the medicine. And I mean, like, listen, there's a time and a place to like take a medicine to like fix some like chemical imbalance, but just like, I'm kind of okay with just like, okay, maybe don't eat like a shit ton of meat or chocolate before bed. Like, I'm okay with that. Is that what I want from life? Not really. I would love to eat chocolate near bedtime, but I also realize that this is just what an aging body does, so it's fine. Like, I would rather not take medication if I can avoid it. I'm not straight edge. I mean, I just told you I got high last night, so I'm definitely not straight edge, but like, you know, maybe, yeah, I feel like if all I gotta do to like be healthier is to stop eating chocolate right next to bed, and like the medicine probably isn't gonna like completely make it not suck, it's just gonna make it not suck as much, which is just like, alternatively, I could just not be a goblin. Like, for once in my life, I think I can do that. And yeah, the new detachment, I'm not honestly sure where to even start with it. I think I might run somewhere around like 35 Storm Boys. As just a fucking starter for this shit. It's been a minute since I've played. I don't think I'll play with 35 Storm Boys IRL, because eventually that's not going to be legal again. So I probably will max out at 30. These are legal until 11th. Yeah, I know. But like, do I want to invest in some Storm Boys in this edition? Probably not. I don't know how much good the Storm Boys are realistically gonna do anyway, because they're Storm Boys, but like, one unit to slam in there with that like tank shock strat once per game, just like absolutely devastate the fuck out of something with like a whole bunch of mortal wounds, or 6 of them more likely. It's closer to 5, isn't it? The detachment to add a shock attack gun to a flash kits unit is funny as shit, and you will be taking it. It is going to be amazing. It's not going to be a problem, but it's going to be amazing. Do you do it to the flash kits, or do you do it to the tank busters? I think you do it to the flash kits, because it's a little bit more general purpose, unless if the meta switches to be more vehicle heavy. I mean, like, the thing is that, like, yeah, it's the first attachment where I actually want all of the enhancements, and like, you're gonna have to make some cuts. I think there's a world where you drop the war boss gets to join a commandos unit one. Like, that's not my favorite answer, but I think that's the one you have to cut out of all of them, you know? Redeploy on the new tank buses is awesome. Yeah. Can you uppy downy the tank buses, or is that just, hey, Bobber, how you doing? Redeploy on the new tanks bustas is really good, yeah. So I think you go with the other 3 things. Bounce is only on Storm Boys and Commandos. I think there's a world where you put Snickrot in a Commandos thing. Then you have one war boss that has the redeploy thing. And you put Snickrot back somewhere else after you've forced it forward. I don't know. I don't know as if you'd even want that. I think the ability to, like, you will score 100 points every game with this detachment. This detachment is ridiculously strong. And I think that it's fine, though. Like, I don't think that it's an unfair strong. I think it's just strong. Like, I don't think that it's OP or anything. I think you could probably just leave it the way it is and it'd be fine. I'm going to merge these 2 layers and then I'm going to, like, back it down a bit just that way I can see where did I originally put some... Wait, what layer is that? Oh, no. Okay, I can fix this. Hey, Bobber, you do art, right? Like, that's, like, a thing you do a lot of, if I recall correctly. Do you know how to do cool things in this program? Because my line work is ass, and it can't just be a stabilization thing. Like, how do I make my line... Like, what tool am I not using that I need to be using? Because there's clearly one of them that I'm not using. Let me see you draw a circle. I cannot do that shit. Like, that was pretty good, but that's with maximum stability on. Like, look at how shaky these lines are. Like, I'm not a fan of that shit. Like, why do my lines look like ass? Like, they're all lumpy and shit. Draw your lines faster, but, like, is there, like, a, is there a tool that allows me to draw them, like, cleaner? Okay, so there's no, like, special cool tool that I'm not using, just people are better than me, and that's the reason that their line work looks better. Okay, fair enough. I just wanted to, like, you know... The line tool exists. I cannot make heads or tails of it, I'll be real. And people use vector lines. Yeah, how? Like, what are they using them for? Because, like, this could be so much better. Redraw vector line. Can I, like... How do I just draw a vector line? Operation? Yeah, I don't know how to remove dust. What does that do? All right, let's just try doing the lines better. Let me just draw better. Let's see if that's the trick. Same thing, but I'm going to try and draw the lines a little bit faster in order to make up for the fact. And then we're gonna reduce stability so that way it's like, you know, all right, so just like this curve. Don't like that one. Vector layer function. New vector layer. All right. And then all right, now what can I do with a vector layer? Like correct line, control point. I see, I see. So can I... Oh, no. No. Correct vector lines. What? What? Redraw? Oh. The fuck? Well, I don't want to move them. I want to delete them. Redraw line width, connect vector lines, control point. Add, delete a control point. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. And then move control point. There it is. Okay. Actually, we could probably just delete these line, right? You like my sketch? Thank you. Like, see, that's the issue I was having yesterday when I was like, this shit sucks. And Chow was like, no, it's good, Rev. And it's like, no, it's not. You don't know. You don't know. What is this bitch doing here? Oh, that's part of the... Okay, that's fine. Nope. I need to zoom out some so that way I can get these lines a bit better. Vectors can be tedious. I think it's great for specifically what I'm trying to do here. I'm not going to do it for the coloring. Maybe for the shadow, for the white, I might do it on there. That might be worth. But this whole thing can just be that. Ugh. Yeah, knowing that you use the vector tool like this is very helpful, actually. And then just line confidence. Have it. Turn off the stabilization, balls deep. No, I don't, actually. Thank you for realizing that would be a stupid idea. Does it seem squished? It is a little bit of a squish design, but I kind of don't hate it. I might stretch it out, depending. But yeah, no, it's this away. But I kind of... I don't believe they work with texture. I mean, that's fine. I just need it for, like, line art layer shit. That's the only time I'd want to use vector, I think. Because trying to do, like... You do not have to turn off stabilization. Have it on halfway. Once this stops working for me, I'll turn it back on. I can't... What was this line about? Like, is that... One of the... That can't be part of it. I think that was just like an overzealous shading line. The exciting action of me redrawing a line like 8 fucking times. Let's go. I don't like any of those lines, so we're just gonna get rid of them. Whip. Maybe we do like the halfway thing like you were saying. And maybe then it's like, whip. Well, thank you, Bobber. I think probably at the end of the year here, I'm going to do like a massive upload of my sketchbook to the Patreon. Because I say I'm going to upload it, and then I just like don't upload my sketches because like, I don't fucking know, man. It's like a thing to do. And I forget to do it. I can no longer use this program? I see. I forget if I bought it. I think I did, or it was free. One of the two. There might be like a free version that you can use or something like that, or did I... How did I get access to this? Did I steal this? We can fix that. Nope. One of the CSPs is a one-time purchase. All right, yeah. No, I think that it's worth that. Midnight. What are you thinking about cooking as far as the orc detachment goes? One of them is a subscription thing. Yeah, no, they can suck my nuts if they want me to do a subscription, but otherwise, we can be cool. Cool, cool. And then just to here, give or take. Cool. That's fixable. That's fixable. Nope. Because I'm thinking, like, we could... What do you need to have? I think you bring the shock attack gun with the flash kits. You don't need the war boss one. Hey, Autocidal, how you doing? Get on the point. Draw it right. Draw it. Good. I'm all right. My art is working better today. Okay, we'll come back to that line because that line does not want to cooperate right now. So we just will not do it. That is fine. I will go suck my ass. Don't like those lines, so we're gonna not include them. I think if we just erase that little bit that spilled over, we're good on that line. I like that line quite a bit, actually. Cool. Good. All right. Like, also the fact that, like, I mean, like, there's a lot of shit that orcs just got that is huge, and we have not had a chance to see how it'll touch the meta. Namely, getting our faction rule to actually be working the way it should and should have since the beginning of the edition. Like, that shit's wild. That it starts at the beginning of the command phase rather than at the beginning of the battle round means that your opponent does not know if it's coming with the WOG. So, like, you have to respect the orc threat range. Turn 1 if you go first without knowing, like, the win ratio of orcs going second has just jumped and almost doubled. Like, I would not be surprised if orc win rates go to a point where GW goes, we need to fix this. Just because of that. It is a huge change. Then they gave us like 2 new data sheets, essentially. Well, 1 new data sheet, and then they fixed one that was so shit that no one played it. And made it so it was like, oh, that's actually fire now? So that's like a thing that's happening and is real. I'm pretty fucking chuffed about that shit. Like being able to use tank bustas, not having to give them the stupidest loadout ever is great. The breakaboys are knob equivalents and are good enough where I might consider running them over knobs, which is weird. Like, knobs have been a staple for a while. I think you probably run maybe like 2 sets of shock attack guns. One's in a flash kit unit. The other one is in a Luda unit. And the Luda one just is always getting +1 to hit. The Flash Kits one is always getting stealth, unless if you need the +1, in which case you give both and hold on to your ass and pray that you don't fuck it up. Like, I think there's some serious shit that's about to, like, come out with orcs. And it's gonna actually be pretty fucking wild what orc players are about to do to this codex. Like, that detachment is ludicrous. And I'm very happy. And it's not like OP. It's just good, you know? Let's try turning on some of this shit. Does it look good now? Nope. We'll fix it. Let's see. I don't know if you're gonna wanna go. God, I mean, what do you do? Do you throw like a, like, part of me wants to do like a weird boy with like a pack of 20 boys and just like yeet that turn 1 at your opponent, but make them shoot a boys so you don't have to get the charge. And then just, you know, something shoot them. Like, I don't know if that's actually good or not. I'd have to like look at the math and see. I would imagine it's actually not. Because, like, what? It's hitting on 4s, and then so you have 20 shots, of which No, you would have 40 shots, of which half hit, which is 20, and then half wound, which is 10, and then your opponent saves a majority of them, which is 5, and then you lose 100 and something points worth of... Yeah, that sucks ass, actually. Never mind. What is the... where do you go from there? Like, what else do you need? I'm trying to think. I mean, like, that... The shoot 'em mob thing with the 2 units that are going to be shooty... I don't know. I'd actually have to, like, look at the points now, because I think war bosses went up, and that's about it. Which is kind of fucking incredible, I'm not gonna lie. Because, like, you know, now that the WOG works different, it actually... Okay, like, fair. You can bring them up in points. Like, they're actually, like... They can do some new shit, and it actually might be a problem if they were at 65 points. It's kind of wild that we were able to get away with them being 65 points for as long as we did. We just take it on the chin and go, thank you, GW, for finally fixing our detachment, or our army rule, so it works the way it oughta. I don't know. I need to make sure that YouTube chat is open. Red shell. This one is going to be a blue shell. How's that thing with the unit a day going? So that's what I was just talking about. It's we got the orc detachment today, and it is very silly, and it's not overpowered, but it is probably the detachment to run. Like, you have 8 choices, and everyone was expecting this to either be like freebooters shooty nonsense or like a meme, and GW was like, nah, hold my beer, I'm gonna make some fucking fire. And it's like, you didn't have to, GW. You're too kind. You were fucking cooking when you made this, though. Thank you. So I'm pretty chuffed. I'm pretty fucking chuffed about that shit. It's everything I wanted, but better. Like, I didn't ask for this because this would have been too much to ask for. Like, that's where we're at with it. Give me another control point. What in the actual shitfuck have you done? Oh, that's like that. Oh, that actually sucks. Move control point. Like, other people got good detachments. I don't know how good, because I haven't played in a bit. I basically have not played... I don't think I've played a game of Warhammer since I moved to Maine. That might actually be real. I just have not had the time. I have been in survival mode for a while now. Got to make sure that we, like, get our savings back in order, because... Oh boy. Yeeting yourself across the country and hoping that you don't starve to death. Turns out, stupid fucking idea. But it worked out for us, so I don't know. Cool. finding out that Maine has a massive homelessness problem is like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Why not tabletop sim? I just haven't had time. I literally have not had any time for myself, really, recently. Which isn't my favorite, but also like, it's fine. But I think that the extra Storm Boy shit that I was talking about, like, I'll try that on tabletop sim. I'm not gonna fucking try that on tabletop without a good goddamn reason to. I don't think that I think that playing Warhammer on stream is bad. I think that a majority of people would prefer not that ever again. And if I have to make a decision between working on programming or hanging out with my wife or, you know, playing guitar or sketching or something, like, just Warhammer's not meeting the bill right now. You like that stream? Was it that bad? I don't know, man. Like, truthfully, I don't know who else I would play with. Let me put it that way. Fred is the immediate answer that I think of, because Fred would probably enjoy Warhammer. It is very Fred core. Ask Limes to get you in touch with her Warhammer liking friends like Bricky. I mean, yeah, that would be cool. I would like to do anything with Limes sometime soon, but our schedules are just not working out for some reason. And she hasn't been very receptive to any of the ideas that I've had recently. So, like, getting, like, introduced to one of her friends is a little on the difficult side. There are tons of people suffering Warhammer through, yeah, and I think that once the Henry Cavill show comes out, there's going to be another wave of people that are going to be into Warhammer, that are going to be like, wait, what the fuck is this? There's a board game with my hot dude detective goes and kills heretics show? And then you find out the hot dude detective is actually an asshole. And you're like, oh. And you're like, well, how much of an asshole? Because I could put up some, like, you know, red flags. And I'm like, yeah, the red flag actually has, like, a swastika on it as well. And then you know, maybe we lose a few people, but, you know, it is what it is. Because, I mean, people thirsted over Henry Cavill when he was in anything. Seeing him dressed up like an Inquisitor is going to give some people some really interesting fetishes. For sure. Like, there's going to be, like, a new wave of, like, BDSM shit that happens. Not because, like, they wear it, but, like, they wear, like, you know, shit that looks a little bit like SS officers, and that's the cultural roots of early BDSM was like some kind of rancid shit. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like that anymore. I'm just saying, like, that might spark some shit in some people's brains. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is the internet's way hornier than we give it credit for. And that's saying something. I'm also just saying words right now in order to fill time. Because not talking is boring. As long as it's safe and consensual. I mean, yeah, I'm going to still call it cringe if you dress up as a Nazi in the bedroom. Or a cop. But, you know, like, you know, you do you. It can be cringe and it still be a thing you enjoy. That is acceptable. Can we just get rid of that line? That line is weird as shit. All right, now we need to redraw this line here. There's a kink of people playing as allies in Axis in the bed. Like, what? Do you bust out, like, Heart of Iron and, like, go through a campaign and then fuck each other? Like, what is that? Oh, I didn't mean to delete that. Yeah, that's okay. We can make that work. What is going on here? Okay. I need to drag the one node that's... Can I adjust line width? Okay, I don't like the coloring job now, so we're just gonna delete all that shit. Yep. But that's okay. That's okay. Like, I think that the design is good now. Like, it doesn't look as... I need to fix that bit. We got an ad going. I will be chill until the ad is over. Trying to think of what else there is that I need to do before... I do feel like I need some more caffeine. Move control points, not adjust width. Keep the talking to a kind of minimum wall. And then we can... I'm loving the vector thing, man. Like, that was pretty fucking key. I'm like, there's something I'm missing here. Like, I can't be this bad at digital. Like, the skill set is not that dissimilar that I should be producing shit that looks like it was made by children. Like, I have standards for myself, and I was not meeting them. And now I feel like there is an opportunity to do so, which I enjoy. All right. We do need to move some of these control points. Welcome back, everybody. I realized that with the ad breaks, there's still that tiny little window of me doing stuff, so I can keep drawing as long as I don't talk. Because that's the only thing you're missing, then. I mean, like, the screen region's tiny, but... Of course my inner perfectionist can, like, screw things up for me. But, like, me and that bitch have known each other for years now. So, like, I feel like we can make it work. Like, we're gonna have to come to an understanding at some point, me and her. Is there anything I can... Okay. Yeah, we got a blue shell. We're redoing the design I did yesterday of deny, defend, depose. All right. So let's get, I need some different blues. I'm not sure if I'm doing the coloring right as well. Like, let me just start there. There are 2 games where they have the wings. And it's not the latest 2. Which is weird, because I was with you on that. I thought it was like all of them have been doing it. But no, like, it's only 2, and it was like the DS and the Wii version or something? It does in the movie. Okay. Mario Kart? I don't remember, man. Listen, I'm just going off of what people were telling me in chat yesterday when I was trying to make this. I think that I need to do some, like, I need to get some of these lines that I drew on the sketch layer here, and that would help. Like, it's not just blue, it's got to have, like, different variations of blue in here. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do that. I think I need to get, like, a darker blue and then do, like, some, like, scratchy lines, or maybe I use, like, the sketching tool or something. I don't know yet. I'm going to try some shit. We're going to see what works. For Nintendo, if you are going to make a darker color, you have to make it darker, but more saturated. This is already the most, like, or less saturated. This is as, like, pure of a color as you can get. So I can't do that, but maybe I can I make this go away for a sec? Okay, cool. So let's try and get rid of that. And maybe we just do it like... just kind of avoid the edges with it. I'm about 2% certain that this is going to look good, but we trust the process here. We trust the process. We fuck up and we judge. We fuck up and we judge a bitch. I hate that meme. Where people pretend to do outlandish, crazy shit. And then post about it and be like, why is my boyfriend mad? I just said I shit in every time he makes coffee. I shit in his fucking mouth when he's asleep. Why is he mad? All right. Wow, it's shit. Yeah, bad. All right, let's try doing a little bit of this. Oh, is it bad too? Let's fucking go. Yeah, MS Paint shit. Let's go. Why am I doing it then? All right, so we delete that. That was not right. Trying to think if there were any other questions I had for 40K. I'm sure there were. If you think of them, let me know. I think I'm gonna move the blue for the shell over slightly to the right, so that way we can keep with Nintendo's practice of that is too light. That's better. Okay, cool. And then so Nintendo likes to go like this away, like down and to the right on that chart when they have a new color or like shading or something. Have you watched the new Dandadan yet? No. I want to. We have not yet because I'm gonna say Netflix isn't loading or whatever. Or wait, no, it's on Crunchyroll, isn't it? Okay, we actually have Crunchyroll, so that's fine. I, 12, and my boyfriend, 47, have had a fight. Now he just wants to break all of my shit. Am I a bad person? And it's like, how many times do we have to use this? Like, how many times do we have to post fucking bait like that? I've not watched the new Digital Circus yet. No, I didn't even know that was out. I was gonna like be more specific about the shading, but then I realized that I didn't know where I wanted it, so now we're doing this. The family is divided is a clear sign of AI bullshit. That's so disappointing. What is the point of that shit, man? Like, why do people do this? People are starting to finally get that, like, oh wait, it sucks actually that people are posting a shit ton of AI content. Like, none of it is actually worth the time of day to look at. Karma farming to sell accounts. Why not just have good takes? Like, how is it that hard to just not say stupid shit on the internet? Like, I have a fuck ton of Reddit karma and I don't know why. Like, I say stupid shit all the time. Why are people paying money to get Reddit accounts with a bazillion comments and likes and karma and shit? Like, I'm actively trying to lose karma half the time. Like, you're telling me that people want to fucking buy karma. Are you insane? Is there something wrong with you? What is it? Is this good or is this just me, like, going crazy? I can't tell. I think it's good. I'm gonna do some fixing on it. Specifically where the shadows are for the horns and stuff. We'll go back and fix that, but this gives it texture at least. I like r/rats and that's it. Based. That's a little on the conspiratorial side. What are you making this for? My soul mostly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is so much better already. Like, I kind of like the hashing. Like, I'm kind of digging it, man. Nah, it's not for game stuff. This would be super duper copyright infringement. I need to do some fussing with the game later, but Arcade has said that they're not super duper interested in constant like stuff about the game, so they would like to see other stuff, which means that I should do other stuff as well. I do need to do a bunch of stuff for the game, and I don't have that shit together yet, but it'll be okay. A couple bumps in the line. I am enjoying line work a lot more now that I can make it not look like ass. Like, this looks so much cleaner and less shitty than what I had. The things that we need to do for our no fish is that we need to design the UI and shit for talking to people. Right now it's the default one, and I kind of don't like it. And I need to get some, like, I need to fix Queen so that way she's not a solid object. I need to have a wandering mechanic going on, and I need to include switch cases, which involves learning how switch cases work. I have a fear that all of my hard work in No Fish will amount to nothing, and the game will not take off, and it will have not been worth my time to work on. But I think if I consider it also as a way to improve my skill set there, at least I learned something. And maybe that's good enough. I don't know if it's going to be a game that people flock to. I don't think it's going to be the next Baltro. I don't think it's going to be the next Animal Crossing. I mean, basically, like, if it takes off, then that would help stream quite a bit. If it doesn't, then maybe I can get a job doing programming shit. I need to get to the point where I don't need to rely on chat to help me overcome some of my issues, but I'm getting there. Every now and then I learn a little bit more about coding, and then I do something cool with it, and we're good. I need a new layer that's going to be our darker color. So that's going to be down and to the right. Rico Bra, thank you for the 6 months of support. It's very cool of you. The other thing about doing the chipping on the shading, I don't know. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm very much ready for the weekend. Or my equivalent of a weekend. The bad brain virus is here today, but you know, like, oh, that's bad. I can't do that. We're gonna go do some shit. We're gonna be hanging out with people here in a bit, and it'll be fun. I should probably eat food before I log on. Okay. Food usually helps any and all problems, but I'm feeling a lot better about this drawing than I was the one from yesterday. The one for yesterday I could post, but I'm not proud of it. You know what I mean? I also need to spend some more time playing guitar, but I have not played guitar in a bit. And I don't have a good excuse. I mean, I guess the whole being busy thing is good. I think I want to do another layer of this. I'm gonna try something wild here. I'm gonna try and just like cover a little bit more of this area than I actually want to. And then I'm gonna erase some and see if we can get like a gradient sort of thing happening without actually like doing a gradient thing. I think I could be down with this. So I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to clone this, and then I'm going to just try it. So okay, I don't know if I care for it as much here. Because this actually might need to be, you know, we could just use this as like an overlay or something on it. I got tricked by an AI impersonator channel. One of the 40K YouTubers I've seen videos from is called Wes Hammer. and there's an impersonator called Wet Hammer, AI voice, and stolen artwork. Yeah, there's a lot of, especially with like lore videos and shit, you'll find a lot of AI shit. There have been channels that are straight uploading like other people's shit as well. And then doing some AI shenanigans to make it seem like it's, you know, them, but not what they said or whatever. It's kind of an ongoing problem amongst many different things, but Warhammer's kind of the most noticeable one I've seen yet. I need to get a little bit more of this shading here because this one should have a bit more. Yeah, when I was trying to commission people on Twitter, I was getting a bunch of people who were probably like bots that were just stealing shit. I stopped messaging back and forth with that AI company. I just like, yeah, they're doing AI art, but man, I even still, I'd feel bad about that. Yeah, I should put some music on. Let's see. Can't do Bastion. What's a good soundtrack? Give me a soundtrack, chat. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Give me 3 minutes. BRB. Deadbolt. Okay. I'll give it a go. Oh, Dwarf Fort. Yeah, let's do Dwarf Fort. Dwarf Fort. Dwarf Fort always... Wait, Dwarf Fort speedrun? The hell? What? I think I'm gonna back off on the white. How are the audio levels? Need to bring it down just a little bit. All right, switching back over since again you have the screen region there where you'll be able to see shit anyway, so it's fine. We're gonna do the thing where we get the yellow and we put it That's so nice that it's under that layer. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I should probably eat here in a minute. Because I kind of want some more caffeine, and it's like, do you need energy or do you need to, like, eat? Like, is that where you should be getting your energy from? Food is energy? Yeah, I know. Tis the weekend. It is weekend for y'all. I hope y'all are having a good one. I think I've been doing the saturation thing that I've been talking about backwards. First off, is that the right yellow? Second off, does this look like ass or is it just me? Just so we can get these colors in a minute. I think we combine these two layers because, like, yeah. There's been an Anon that's been trying to convince me to do music shit on stream again. I will need to for No Fish. I wish I was this good at guitar, but also I'd need to practice. Do you own a 12 string? No. Is that white? That might be some white. Yeah, that's a little bit of white there. Cool. Do you know what OSTs were triggering claims? I haven't bothered to look yet. I think it's anything done by the Bastion devs, unfortunately. Why is it so bad? Fuck me. I might need to eat in a minute just to fix my brain. A step away might help. I think eating might actually help, yeah. Let's get these scratchy lines out of here, because they're not working for me. We're gonna come back in with the highlights and fix this up a bit. But first we have to get the highlights and then we have to reapply them. Fuck as if I know where the light source is right now. I think that brown is too dark. Like the shadow brown. I think it might be too dark. Let's try it there. Can we just paint bucket that shit? I think shadows are supposed to be less saturated. So brights are more saturated? Let's try that. Yeah, I actually like that. That looks a lot more on brand. Okay. Is that a thing on my screen? Or is that a mark that I made? Okay, that was just a piece of dirt. It's like, why can't I get that spot to go away? There's a piece of dirt on my screen. It is a ship's machine spirit just coded way of saying AI we didn't want to admit. No, machine spirit is like they don't do AI in the AdMech. They tried it once. It was a really fucking bad idea. There is like a, you know, Skynet-esque situation involving the Men of Iron. And so like if there is any sort of like thinking done with the machine, it is like a lobotomized human that has been repurposed for that. So like, but the machine spirit is like sort of a belief that the, like, it's sort of like Shintoism but for tech nerds, that they believe that every mechanical object has a spirit to it. The spirit must be appeased and taken care of. And if you treat it poorly, then it won't work right. So they have to do little like rituals and shit. It's like animism. I'm having issues with that. It's they just take apart what makes the person and just all that's left is the ability to do like math or some shit. Like, yeah, I think the color was the thing that was fucking with me the most here. Yeah, that was the issue. So that might be the issue with the spikes as well, on why they don't look right. I think that white is too pristine. Like, the Omnissiah is sort of real. It's sort of the Emperor, sort of the Void Dragon, and sort of just humans being humans. There's a really good story about a machine spirit called, I want to say it's like I Am. It's fan-made horror, but it's every sentient species in the galaxy has, like, unless if they're a null, has a latent amount of psychic ability to make shit real. That if enough people are believing it, it's just orcs are supremely psychic. And so they need less of them in order for an idea to take hold like that. They're built with that built in. Humans, however, like, that's how the Eldar, like, fell, was that they got so up their own ass about shit that they accidentally fucked Slaanesh into existence. So yeah, like, at some point the Emperor became a god, if not, if he wasn't already. Like, he became a god because of the belief in him. And even Gilliman, who knows that he, you know, I mean, he was there on Monarchia when they burned it. He helped. So, like, he's aware that the Emperor very much did not want to be seen as a god, and realizes that in his time that he's been out of commission, that Logar's religion has taken hold, and now people see him, the Emperor, as a god. And he's like, I mean, it kind of looks that way, yeah. How am I gonna make this bit better? You know what? I'm just gonna stop fucking with that bit, and we're gonna fix the white bit, because I think the white is actually just the wrong color white, and once we fix that, it'll all start looking a lot better. Yeah, the Emperor is sort of dead, yeah. Depending on what your definition of dead is, depends on how dead he is. But he's not doing well right now. He's a perpetual? Yeah, I don't know if people know if he's a perpetual or not. So it's kind of like, do you want to risk him not coming back ever? Yeah, something that the GW writers don't understand? Yeah, there you go. I think if I add some white, like highlights, just a couple of little dots of it, I think we can actually call this bitch done. We're gonna go back to this though. 10,000 years on life support. Hey, good morning. Like, it's kind of off model, but it kind of is in a stylistic way. A pleasant 10,000 years of being, like, fed psychers. I wish they hadn't dropped the plot of the throne failing. I feel like they haven't. I think that's just, like, not something they talk about right now. Like, I think it's still happening. I think that, you know, basically they don't know how to fix it, and they're scared to fix it, because if they break it, then he dies. And it's unclear on whether or not he will come back after he dies. Like, maybe the Athame did actually do a mortal blow to a perpetual. Like, there's literally no way to know. Unless if you can get, God, what's the Salamander's guy name? Like, maybe they could just, like, try stabbing him with the Athame. If they can get their hands on it again. I'm fairly certain that Erebus still has it? Yeah, Vulcan. What if they stab Vulcan with the thing that killed the Emperor? Just to see what happens, you know? Like, literally, like... Can we get the Emperor back? Because if, like... If Vulcan dies from it and doesn't come back, then he's dead. We know the throne can completely destroy a Perpetual. Right, because it did it to, what's his name, right? Yeah, Malkanor, the Sigillite. So I'm less concerned about, isn't Vulcan missing? Yeah. I don't know if he's missing or if GW just forgot about him. But either way, he isn't around right now. I don't remember what's happened to him. Yeah, I mean, well, Korax is in the warp chasing after Logar as a bird demon Primarch. So, like, he's fine. And that's definitely not going to be a problem later. So is Russ. Wait, Russ is chasing down Logar as well? I didn't realize that. Is Korax a good guy or a bad guy? No one's a good guy, but Korax is part of the Imperium. For what that's worth. He's on the human side. He let a crusade into the eye. As one does. I think that the stripes need to be much smaller. They need to be like, boop. Yeah, if they end times it, then they will probably actually give us a resolution, but I don't think that they're gonna end times it anytime soon. Like, there's rumblings of it. Like, there are things happening. Are there, like, normal people? Yeah, but, like, what do you mean by normal? Like, people like you and me? Yeah, sure, but, like... Yeah, their lives suck in general. There are people who have a little bit more status and they have okay lives, but like for the average Imperial citizen, you're not dead at least, you know? Like, look, count your fucking blessings that we haven't shot you for this shit yet. There's also a lot of like fuckery with time in the 40k like canon because the warp does silly things to you. So like you could do some silly shit. Like you could have the Emperor like show up or something. I don't know. All right, this layer is literally just to clean up any mistakes that we made, so... It can be under all the other layers. The bile detachment ended up being really good too. I'm really happy about that shit. What layer is that? Oh, that's the gray layer again. I felt like he was a compelling character up until he, like, swan dived into... I think him going full batshit insane is kind of, like, perfect for his character arc. He was... Yeah, I don't think that GW knows actual physics, and I think that we should just let them have this one. Because, like, as much as I love, like, the physics of things I enjoy to make sense, like, sometimes it's okay for them to not. All right, I want to do a very curvy line, so I'm just gonna, like, actually duplicate? Oh. Mortarian's the only one that regrets what he's done. I suppose so. Angron is not alright. I think that Angron deserved better. Just gonna, like, differentiate them by using... Angron deserved better too. The Emperor could have spent 5 seconds securing his loyalty forever. And what sounds like probably a halfway decent fighting force. You know? Like, that's kind of the wild bit, is like, these guys that Angron grew up with were like actual fighters. They could have been very helpful to the Emperor's plan, but instead he was like, no, we don't have time for this shit. We don't have time for your feelings. Angron will remember this. This song goes so fucking hard. There's nothing left to Angron but his rage. The only thing he has. Any song source? This is from Dwarf Fortress. This is like the you fucked up and now everyone's trying to kill you music. Rage and depression. It's like, oh, fucking mood. I forgot what Typhus did, but he fucked over his legion, right? Like, he was down with the Nurgle worship and... No, Dwarf Fortress. Are we on to tavern music now? No. Oh yeah, I mean, Matrian's kind of always been an asshole, but like... I get it. I forget if he hated the Emperor out of the gate, but, like... The Primarchs make for very interesting characters. Very flawed people, but, you know... I don't want my characters to know... Like, Erebus is a good character. Total bastard, but... I feel like many of the Primarchs have justified reasons for turning on the Emperor. Like, the Emperor's kind of sucked ass. Like, give me loyalty or die. I won't explain what I'm doing. Like, Magnus did nothing wrong. Angron did nothing wrong. Well, okay, he's got problems, but he's trying. He's not really trying. He's just got problems. Rev, when the Emperor went to find Mortarion was fighting against some king. I remember that. And told the Emperor he would do it, but then he failed, and then the Big E walked up to help, and Mort was like, I will always hate. Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Morty, what the hell? Angron would have nut himself for that. Yeah, how the fuck was Magnus supposed to know that was going on? I think the information that your son is trying to murder you and has the ability to do so and is going to destroy everything you've ever fought for. Thousands and thousands of years of progress in, like, shit. Like, could be fucked up if he doesn't do something about it right now. I think that is a totally legitimate reason to ignore your father's wishes and go, hey, there's some shit going on. He was trying to warn him about Horus, which I guess the Emperor already knew about, but how the fuck was Magnus supposed to know? Personal vendetta thing again. Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking about Angron, and I'm like, isn't that exactly Angron's story, except for the Emperor actually helped? I mean, the Emperor did kind of go around cucking his sons in every occasion he could. All right, I can turn this down now. There we go. That should make it a little faster. We'll probably move it a bit. But, yeah, the Golden Throne was originally supposed to be manned by Magnus, which, again, the Emperor did not explain and used fucking heretical technology to make. So... But the webway is supposed to be secret? Yeah, it would be fucking great if that was the case, but I feel like telling the guy you're gonna put in charge of that shit what's gonna happen. Hey guys, I'm up to some crazy shit right now. Don't disturb me. Yeah, Plague Marines are a lot of fun to draw, that's true. Drukhari. You know the throne is Drukhari technology, right? It's like a Torment engine, I think, which is really funny. The Imperium getting all freaked out, and they're like, we have to save the Emperor! What do we do? Put him in the torture device! Hey, Plum Blossom, how you doing? It's what he deserves. It really is. Fuck that guy. I think that is a very, The Emperor is doing the thing that a lot of fascists do, where they go, I know better than you. Trust me, bruh. Kind of just sneak it in there where it's kind of hard to get rid of. Maybe put it on. I want to get it where it like goes over maybe a couple different colors, so that way getting rid of it would suck. Like erasing it. It's like a watermark, but I don't want to be quite as annoying. I don't know this one. Yeah! That's such a fucking banger! Yeah! I have not, no. Ooh, ooh. I don't like that. Awesome, Woodman. Was it deny, defend? Delay, deny. Did you hear that the new guy from United is like, we need to fix our healthcare system? It's like, oh, really now? That sounds like someone who doesn't want to be shot. Based, go for it, man. Fix it. Do you have any suggestions, my friend? Okay, hold on. We're looking it up. Delay, deny, defend. Or depose, depending. I also like that I'm writing it out instead. That's good. I don't like that I drew it on that layer, though. I need to make sure that next time I don't put it on the same layer. So this one is delay. No. I'm gonna pull up the thing. Deny. Deny, deny, deny. Depose. I want to try one thing real quick. I think I like the unsquishified version more. What do you guys think? I'm a lot happier with this than I am yesterday's attempt. Yeah, the Unabomber's manifesto is actually shit. Literally just go read Walton instead. It's the same shit without the toxic bullshittery. Like, you really don't need to read Ted Kaczynski at all. We don't have to agree with all of Luigi's takes, exactly. And I kind of like it with the red background, so since I can't do it right on... Like, it's not going to let me do it right on... Like, one thing I respect about the shooter is that it wasn't a bomb. Like, he chose targets rather than just shooting randos. All right, I need to go get some food together. He didn't even believe it. His diary said so. He just wanted to inspire more terrorism, which is stupid. Fuck that, man. Yeah, honestly. And like, you know, I don't agree with everything Luigi says, but I think, you know, not charging people a bazillion dollars for healthcare is good. Anyway, I'll be right back. 3 minutes. BRB. All right, sorry, there's gonna be a couple of minutes to get some food. Hello, welcome back. I have food. So, I'm gonna eat real quick, but in the meantime, I'm gonna pull up the, whatchamacallit? Prism. Did I bring it up for chat? No. It's, sweet potatoes and corn and beans, the way my wife makes. 4 pickle cucumbers, thank you for the 8 months of support. That's an Abby crying. Abby gets cold, but doesn't know how to deal with it. Hi. It is 17 in Texas right now. Or not Texas, Maine. What is 17 to Fahrenheit? Or C? -8. Hi. Yeah. So you're a baby. I see. Listen, that's none of my business. We had some snow the other day. It all melted after the rain. Ooh. Ho, 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 ho. Can you not? I can't pet you right now. I'm eating. I kind of want to make a snowman. If I do, I'll post it. I mean, there has to be snow again. Show Abby. I don't know if I can get the camera over there. Yeah, I can't really. Snow is kind of new to me, and I'm a Texan, and we just moved to Maine. So it's very different here. It doesn't snow much in Texas, or at least not in Central Texas, where I'm from. Are there like, Please be quiet. I'm being very strong and waiting to play Warframe on... Oh, wow. That's hard. Abby, please hush. I'm having to pet her and eat at the same time. Abby likes healthy food. Like fruits and veggies. So if Tilda has yogurt, for example, Abby requests it. I'm gonna change it to just chatting for a minute so I don't have to worry about getting bopped for anything. They do like cheese, but I think both of them are lactose intolerant. Well, thank you, Plumbo. Or Plum Blossom. Once I get done eating, we'll switch. I apologize. Trying to think about what else we can do. I do want to probably mess around. I wish there was a better app. Like, does anyone know a better app for Warhammer shit than New Recruit? Because New Recruit's website sucks. The Blasphemous devs are making the new Ninja Gaiden. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna put up my food. To do that, I'm gonna stop and restart stream. Let me know when you hear this. Because we're gonna have to do a 3-minute ad at the beginning of this anyway. You know what? Considering how good the last few